casual, like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
Even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get up, it's senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise morning coffee show.
Good morning, everybody. My camera switched over. What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good morning. Hold on. Camera issues. Today is the first season of episode 5.
So, you mean season 5?
Yeah, season 5. That's right. I have my brain. This is so crazy.
I'm just asking because I got confused.
Yeah, well, go figure. First episode of season 5. There are going to be some technical issues and stuff. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just only get better. But yeah, we'll do it. We're still going to carry our conversation that we're going to have today about the Lorwyn Eclipsed pre-release. Find out all the information, all the goods. Well, with that, I want to introduce everybody. Well, first, we got
Time to rock.
We got the TheoneRAYman.
That's right. With that, we also got
HILLBILLY.
Dag blaggit.
Right. Then we have mugenfool. And we have
Lone Wolf.
yeah. I got a good cast of people today on the show to have fun. Yes, everybody. It's so awesome. Rayman, why don't you talk about really quick where you're streaming from?
Currently, I'm streaming from Mr. B's Game Lounge here in beautiful Pennington Gap, Virginia. Hoping that we don't get an inch of ice like they're giving for this weekend. Everybody is under bated breath, waiting for the big storm and hoping it's just snow and not ice.
Yeah, for sure. It's supposed to get freezing cold this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So cold it will turn a hillbilly into an icicle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a hillbilly sickle.
Yeah. Hillbilly, where people can find you.
You can find me over on the YouTube, streaming some Magic the Gathering Arena.
Oh, Magic the
Twice a day, 9 a.m. and again in the afternoon at 2 o'clock for standard time.
Nice. Mugenfool, what's up?
Yeah, not much.
You planning on doing any streaming soon?
Yeah, in the future, I don't know when, but in the future, I might play some Pokemon. This Pokemon fan game that I've been playing.
Nice Pokemon fan game. I'm seeing if links are working today. Are links working today? I don't know. Lone Wolf, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Oh, and I just got a message. Our friend will show up today. All right. But yeah, I'm excited about the topic today to ask questions. I'm curious. Yesterday I was live. Rayman was watching last night when I was live, and I was talking about the pre-release promos losing their day timestamps. And I watched Gavin Verhey's video on it. And I'm like, interesting. Really quick, we got Legion of Potatoes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good night.
afternoon to you. It's still morning here, though.
So basically, the short answer to why they removed the pre-release date timestamp from cards is so one, they can move sets further or closer to certain sets, varying on how people feel. If it's too close to a set or not, they can move it forward, so on and so forth. Then some companies are having issues with sorting them because they look just like a regular card, but with a daytime a little stamp on it that makes it hard to categorize sometimes.
Yep.
Like when they're sorting cards. And I was like, well, my brain is thinking, well, can they do something special about the card? Could they give it a new border, a new frame? Could they give it put one of those old stars back on the card? Do you remember those old stars? Those little...
Yeah, the shooting star down in the set symbol.
Yeah, that stuff was awesome. Do something cool. I think the whole making a pre-release frame would be cool. Like if they made a frame specifically only for pre-release would be cool.
I think that might just give you the problem in a different form, right? Like if I understood what Gavin was saying, it wasn't necessarily just that it was the exact same card with this tiny little difference. It's that they were having, 25 versions of this card, right? And it's just one less version that big retailers have to deal with. On a small scale, it's not that big a deal,
right?
Like for what the small inventory like we have, as far as like our singles that are worth more than $1, it's not that big a deal. But if you're looking at somebody, like one of the big places, or even like one of the big TCG places on like TCGplayer, that's not a true brick and mortar, but just a shop somebody runs out of their garage. If you've got 200,000 cards that you have to go through, I feel like it'd be real easy just to be like, oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
It could be like with that small difference going on. They look all the same when the cards are until you notice that little gleam of light reflecting off that stamp. Well, like I said, like if they give like a unique border, I think that could make it look easier. Like if they you remember how they used to make game day promos back in the day, where they give it a transparent border and kind of full arted it with a text box and everything. I mean, something like that. Be like, do something in that realm. Be like, boom. Make you feel special. That's one thing I loved about pre-release cards. They made me feel special. That's something I clinged on to as like, this is like a marker in time when I went here. Now, they can still keep the date timestamp removed. I have like a special look to the card that's specifically for pre-release. That could be something cool. But the only issue is what would be qualified as a pre-release card if the border was not made for everything, like a sorcery, instant artifact, so on and so forth.
I really enjoyed the day timestamp on the card. It was so, it was like bragging rights. It gave me bragging rights. I went to this pre-release, but now they're doing this. I have been robbed from.
I've been robbed. That's kind of what it feels like. But since they stopped doing the today timestamp thing, is one of the reasons why they were able to push Lorwyn from 2024 into 2025 or 2026.
True.
What year is it?
2026.
So 25 to 26. My brain is having a hard time keeping up with real life.
Yeah. So welcome to the real world in my world.
Welcome to the real world. But yeah. But with that, my friends, let's get to the first segment of the day. The first segment of the day we like to call
Card of the Day.
The card of the day. I had to show this.
Oh,
Talked about
nice.
So good. I'm hoping it's real. I believe it is real from one of those seeded Lorwyn packs. You right? We got Krang Ultram Warlord. I think this is a card everybody wants for some reason. Krang Ultron Warlord costs 9 mana for a 9/9 with flying, trample, indestructible, and haste. And he says other artifact creatures you control have flying, trample, indestructible, and haste. It's pretty powerful.
Yep. It
Yeah,
is.
it's definitely a card you have to build for. I mean, he costs 9 mana. So you're an artifact, so you can run a bunch of rocks and stuff like that makes your artifacts cost 1 less. But this is definitely a card you have to build for. Like, you're not just slotting this in any random artifact deck.
Nope.
It just costs so much.
Yep. This new Darksteel Colossus, this amped up Darksteel Colossus is here for the fun, the show. This card is awesome. And hey, you can't see it, but popping in, we have
TCGdude.
Give me a sleeve.
Hey, thanks guys for having me on. I see we are on the card of the day.
Yeah, card of the day. We're talking about Krang Ultron Warlord. One of those is the secret Lorwyn Eclipsed cards that you got for playing Lorwyn Eclipsed. Pre-release.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of keywords on that thing. That's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
Well, considering it costs 9 mana to cast,
Yeah, it should be
powerful.
It should be crazy for 9 mana.
Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday. If a card costs 9 mana or 7 mana, it better do something awesome.
There's a lot of mana artifact rocks and mana reducers out there that this card's going to see play before turn 9. You know.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
This is
Lots of mana reducers or sneak attack effects or whatever. You know, there's all sorts of ways to cheat out big mana cards.
Yeah, and then on top of that, this is going to give blue artifacts some power on the battlefield.
Yep.
We don't need any more power. We're already blue artifacts are already strong enough. We
They
don't
are.
need more help.
Blue artifacts are strong enough, but apparently Wizard thinks we need more. More power. More infinite
power.
That's right.
So I have a blue artifact deck, and I wouldn't put this in it.
Huh?
I'm hoping to kill you before I can make 9 mana. I don't care if I can reduce it down to 6. I still have to kill you before then.
I don't know. I want this card for my cube. Replacing Eldrazi. I'm trying to take the Eldrazi's out of my cube, and then trying to get more artifacts in there because there's more artifact support than Eldrazi support. So I want to get this for the cube. Hope to see more cards like this. Yeah.
I absolutely want this for my big mana deck.
Big
It runs
mana deck.
Eldrazi's and Blightsteel Colossus and a bunch of fun stuff like that. I definitely want one of those for that deck.
Mm-hmm. You know, this would work great when you build this, or because he's a legendary creature. This Krang, he can be your commander, and your deck could be full of juggernauts.
Oh yeah, man, having this thing at the helm would be totally awesome. But it could also serve at the 99. I'm sure it's going to have many homes.
Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome. But with that, my friends, we're gonna move over to the picture of the day. Picture of the day. Woo woo! Go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go. Yeah. Notice I put the card of the day in there in the artwork. But yeah, dancing because Turtles look like it's gonna be a fun set. Like if we get a Ninja Rap card, that'd be awesome. I don't know if we will, but if we did, I hope Vanilla Ice's likeness is on the card.
Oh goodness! Forgive me. Was that TMNT 1 or number 2?
Two.
That scene?
Number
It was
2.
Number
my
2.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of 2.
Yep. That's right. Because number 1, they didn't have a music video. Well, number 1 was more darker and grittier compared to number 2. Number 2 is more light and more family friendly.
Too many people complained.
Yeah. That's why in number 2, you never see the turtles use their weapons on enemies. They're always using something else. Parents, what were you thinking? The first movie was golden. Should have let them do it in.
I mean, they never read the comics, apparently.
I don't know.
Very clearly.
That's right. Very clearly. The comics were more grittier. The cartoon was made for cartoon to sell toys, and it just became overly successful, especially after the first movie.
Yeah.
All right, that's been picks of the day. And let's get down and scroll down to right here. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. Yeah, we got the question of the day. Question of the day brought to us by Tibalts. Pay attention, it's recorded in an echo chamber.
What do you see at the commander table that automatically makes you judge other players? Good or bad, doesn't matter. But what do you see that makes you judge somebody else?
All right. So what do you see? Well, what do you see on the table to judge a commander player based on their play style when you see them play a certain card?
For me, it's people who play like a generically good, powerful card and don't know how it works.
Right.
Because they put that card in their deck because somebody told them to put it in their deck,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know what it does.
Oh yeah,
that is like one of my big. I judge people harshly for this.
right.
Like I'm not expecting everybody to know what every single card in their deck does, especially like on the first play. But if you're playing something that is like one of these generically just very good, powerful pieces, and you don't know how it works, then you did not put that card in your deck. Somebody else put that card in your deck.
Well, that's like back in the day when Commander was newish, and people were putting their deck list online, and people were net decking. And people would net deck like a top tier deck, and they'd try to play the deck, and people would be like, I don't understand what this card does. Well, it's because they didn't, thoughtfully put it in. They just copied the list.
Right. They just copied the list. Yeah.
Now think about that when people, and this is not a biff on anybody, but now imagine AI generated decks coming out now, and they're putting in cards that fit the synergy, but sometimes cards fit the synergy in a weird way. You got to use it a certain way, and as a player, you're like, "What's this doing?" Until you get to play it and understand what it does. It gets crazy. So there's a lot of learning curve. But one card that makes me judge a character by playing a card is someone playing unexpected results, and I'm like, "That's a true gentleman." What about you, Hillbilly?
Basically, it's just commander that they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what their commander can do, whether how salty their commander is.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely changes the way I play the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, the truth is some commanders force you to play the game differently because you got to work around the pseudo restrictions it gives you when you're playing your game. Like, say we're playing your commander, the one that's indestructible. You got to play around with the idea that that you can't destroy it easily, so you got to play around with like different kind of removal or different kind of combat techniques.
Correct.
So that's how it is. Like Rafika the Mini, same story. You got to think of that kind of stuff. You got to think about, well, what's the threat here? How's it going to be now? What's the analysis going to be as soon as Rafika hits the board? Or with Hearthhall, that player kind of drags his butt in the beginning, but when he pulls off, he pulls off. When's a good time to take care of that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep him in check.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. What about you, TCG dude?
Oh goodness. I try to reserve judgment. But I'd say that a more annoying thing, and not specifically about Commander, but just Magic in general, is when folks will place their cards in zones or areas that are a little confusing. Like the other day at pre-release, or not pre-release, pardon, draft, this chick was playing a fairly good deck. She ended up winning against me, mind you, but she put her creatures where like enchantments in her like graveyard would kind of float, and it's like it'd be a lot more better visually represented if you had your creatures kind of up front and center, but I didn't tell her that. I just kept it to myself. So yeah, I think putting your cards in the appropriate zone is important. Also, just a slight tick is having an overabundantly number of mixed match lands, like basics from a ton of different sets, and it just like looks all funky down there. I like it to make it uniform.
Well, honestly, I kind of did that for my one draft I did. The only draft I did, I had to do that because I had no other Magic Gathering cards.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, of course. A lot of people show up to draft without basics. I'm one of those folks that actually run the same for every single draft. I've got full art Japanese Battle for Zendikar lands, and the only reason that I may not have one in my draft deck is because I have like 6 or 7, and then I needed a 7th or an 8th land for that color, and so I have to go to the land box to fill out the deck. So if anybody's listening out there and wants to help your boy be able with some BFZ Japanese full arts, I'm around.
That's right. Send us those cool lands. Our TCGdudes address is blank, 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 so on and so forth.
I got a PO box floating around somewhere, I'm sure.
Right.
I try to foil all my basics, like in all my commander decks. I try to have all of the 5 to 9 basics I run in the commander deck to be foiled.
I try to full art all my lands at least when I can. I gotta find my box of full art lands, see if there's any left. Mugenfool.
Yeah. One thing that bothers me is it's not really a tick, but all people on the arena tend to rely on poison counters when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
When there's a good poison deck out, they tend to run that a lot.
That's true. Winning by turn 5 is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Very good. Very good.
Still doesn't mean I can't judge them.
You give them the finger, you're like, just stare at him, point at him like you.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf.
What's up?
Questions on you. What's a card or something you see in a game of Magic that makes you judge a character?
Oh, that's land destruction, Jungle Hops. I'll judge a character then.
Land destruction, Jungle Hops. Nice. I'm just surprised no one said board wipes. Board wipes.
I mean, those are kind of to be expected at this point, you know? If you play a game of Commander and no one board wipes, it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Is this CE?
The game just ends very quickly.
Yeah, so like one of my decks, I got like 8 board wipes in that deck. So it's like turn 5, a board wipe again. You guys are building too much.
You said that was 8? All right, I got to put in 8 counter spells in my deck now.
That's right. All right, my friends, let's get back to the topic today. And we got a topic. This is a TC dude brought up topic. He wanted to do this topic this week. And I'm like, hell yeah, you can jump on the show and do the topic. And I made it the first episode of season 5, where we're going to talk about Lorwyn pre-release. I mean, so I guess the natural question is did you guys pull any turtle cards at your pre-release?
None at my store.
Yeah, none here either, actually.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, I define oh no. I'm just kidding.
The people made it sound like people were pulling turtle cards like everywhere.
Yeah.
The Legion of Potatoes says the homogeneous land selection is great, but also the more land arts you have are pretty art you get to look at. That's right. It's talking about different
there were definitely a lot of those pulled in various parts of the country, but it seems like it was just really spread out. But everybody who got one, or not everybody, but a lot of people who got them just took to the internet to be like, hey, what is this?
Right. So you guys didn't pull them out of your store. How did you guys like did it affect your mentality at all a little when you saw the pre-release promo card without a date timestamp?
I'll let TCGdude go first.
Yeah, I had just caught wind of that news about 24 hours prior.
Same here.
Now, mind you, I normally pre-releases on Friday, and for the first time in almost 2 years, I didn't attend the Friday one, but I did go to the Saturday one, which is okay because apparently the hype was so big that they opened up signups an hour earlier than normal, and it was sold out with a waiting list anyway. So I avoided a whole bunch of hoopla and bad traffic by going on Saturday, which was still fairly populated. You know, we cap out at about 64 or 70. And then Saturday was 24 people. So it was a good fair amount of people. But yeah, so I pulled Bridget, the green-white flipping Kithkin card, which served me very well for the event. But yeah, I was a little disappointed that there was no stamp. I meant to watch Gavin Verhey's video talking about that yesterday to get more details on it, but from a Discord thread or two that I saw, I've got a fair shake at why they did that, which we can probably touch on later.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear. I heard about it maybe a week or so ago, but I actually got the confirmation video of Gavin Verhey talking about it yesterday, so my brain was affected by it. But since I didn't go to the pre-release myself, I didn't get to see it firsthand. But I did get to see it firsthand before they were supposed to do it in the Tarkir Dragonstorm pre-release for my promo card was just on the regular foil. But I got
yours must have been an error because they for Dragonstorm they had stamps.
Yeah, they did, and I got a free promo pack and the vampire set pack for my pack missing in the promo.
Interesting. Yeah, so to hop back to the TMNT slip up real quick, just before we leave that. My store was pretty cool about it. They had mentioned that if you were to happen to open that, the card would not be legal for the event, but they would go ahead and shoot over whoever got one of those cards, free promo pack or whatever of Lorwyn from a different kit. Which, you know, obviously kind of sucks for the store because then they're out of kit, but they are an LGS, so they can just sell those single packs in their case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, all right.
So we went the opposite way. We said that if you open a turtle card, it's legal. Put it in your deck. If it's in your kit, throw it in there. Nobody opened one, but we were of the mind that it's in the kit, go for it. And we definitely did not have any extra kits to pull anything from, so we weren't gonna have a way to even pull if somebody did get one and wanted to swap it out. We had no way to do that. We did get an email that said if we did not have extra pre-release kits, what we were supposed to do was open a pack. Like, just open a booster pack and give them the rare out of it. And Brandon was like, yeah, we're not doing that. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. I don't give a shit what Wizard says. Not happening.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, you know, it's probably not the most agreeable solution, but it is a solution. So I wouldn't have been too upset about it as long as I got to keep the TMNT card.
Right. Yeah, because some stores were asked to have them turn in the card.
Yeah, that's what our email said that we were supposed to do. Have them turn in the card, and then if we did not have another pre-release pack to open and give them, then we would just open a booster pack and give them the rare out of it and say, "Here, you can use this." We were not going to do that. There was no way.
Yeah, that's lots of money on the store's part.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. You bought something. We sold you a product, right? We gave you something. You paid for it. It's yours now. I'm not going to be the person that says, "Hey, you have to give me that back."
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. There's no way. And the fact that Wizards was wanting people to do that is crazy because Wizards isn't the one that's going to catch flack for it. I mean, they'll catch some blowback, but if you go into an LGS and you have 3 or 4 LGSs that you could go to, and you buy it, and they're like, "Hey, you gotta give us that card back." I wouldn't. I'd probably go somewhere else.
Right.
And that was not a risk we were willing to take as a newer business. That wasn't happening.
Right.
You want to take my cards? I'll take my business somewhere else.
Exactly. That's exactly that was the concern we had immediately. So I was like, "All right, guys, listen. If you open a turtle card, throw it in your deck. I don't care. It's yours. You bought it."
Right.
I'll take my business somewhere else, and I'll never come back.
Yeah, that's kind of thinking was a solution with play boosters when they had the bonus sheet cards in there, like in draft. If you open it, you pull it, you can play it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand wanting to not upset your customers. However, I would say I would retort that having TMNT cards in the card pool of the event does make it slightly unfair to those that don't have it, because there could be mechanics on those TMNT cards that are not in the Lorwyn set. So folks that may have done homework for the last month or two during pre-release, or not pre-release, but during preview season, are hit and blindsided by something that they did not prepare for, and that's not fair to those people. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But I've made this argument to Tortoise, who loves draft, and I hate draft, that I feel like draft is an inherently unfair format because you can just get bad packs, right? Like you can just get 6 packs and get nothing out of them. The guy who won our last 4 pre-releases, all right, he's come to the last 4 pre-releases that we've done, not counting Lorwyn. Lorwyn was his 5th. He had went 3-0 and won every single one of them. I mean, handily. He didn't drop a game in 4 pre-releases. He did not win a single match in Lorwyn because his packs were just that bad. Like when it was over, I was like, "You didn't win a game?" And he's like, "Look, this is what I pulled." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is all trash." So
that is the unfortunate part of sealed sometimes. Draft
absolutely.
is technically a little bit different and more fair than sealed because you open 3 packs and
you pull a card and pass
out of that and then pass it. So there is a little bit of opportunity to sculpt what you're playing compared to sealed, where it's just you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Right.
You guys know who Louis Scott Vargas is, right?
Yeah.
So my friend Stasis Orb, he played draft at a tournament with Louis Scott Vargas, and it was a draft tournament. He was trying to build his deck, or a sealed tournament. He's trying to build the deck, and he's like, "I can't build a deck out of this. This is trash." And Louis Scott Vargas is like, "There's no real trash decks in this set in this format." He says you have to have something good, and so he looks at my friend's deck and says, "This deck is trash."
That's funny.
Yeah, but sometimes that's the nature of the beast. Pre-release is harder to play and limited when you get bad packs. Draft is more centric and more skill based than pre-release type stuff.
Yeah, I will say that sealed is kind of a crapshoot like that. Like, last year I went 3-1 at Edge of Eternities, placed top 5. Followed that up by going undefeated at Spider-Man. And then the following set with Avatar, I just got dunked on, bro. So you just never know, and that's kind of the fun of Magic sometimes.
The guy who won our pre-release had 2 of the elementals that said whenever another elemental enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to an opponent. So he had 2 of those, and then 2 of the because he pulled 1 from his pack, and then 1 was his promo, and then he got 2 of the elemental trigger doublers. I don't think a single one of his games, I don't think one of his matches lasted more than 15 minutes. He wrecked everybody Because it was just like, I'm going to play this, and if you don't have a way to kill this, I'm going to kill you next turn. And that's how every game went.
Wow.
Really quick, I want to remind everybody watching.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
And what did Hillbilly do?
I am curious, TCGdude, did you guys have like a stupid amount of the hexing squelchers pulled? Because we had a ton considering how many packs we had open.
I saw at least 2, if not 3. I am the type to kind of mind my own business, so I don't pry too much. But I did overhear a couple of folks squealing about it at their tables, when deck building. So, I was at
4 out of 15 pre-release kits.
Wow.
I remember playing Tarkir Dragonstorm, and some guy's like, I pulled 2 Ugins. I'm like, you son of a... I want it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you know what, man? Core set 21, I pulled 2 Ugins. I got 1 regular one and 1 borderless one. I was floored. I could not believe it. Oh, I ended up going like 1 and 2 for that. That was the very first pre-release post-COVID. So there wasn't a lot of people.
You won that night. You could have won.
Oh, yeah, in my heart. Oh, yeah. For sure. I actually ended up getting milled out by one of my opponents. It was kind of crazy, but in a 40 card format, I guess that's not too hard, especially considering they actually had mill support with Teferi cards in that set. But pulling 2 Oogs is nice, and that's the other thing too, is that some folks are okay with, say, having game losses because they got their favorite commander card or one of the high value chase cards, even if it's not playable in that format. Right. So they get to walk away with something. But it does feel super bad. Like, okay, so pre-release cost used to be, at least at my store, $35 before Final Fantasy dropped, basically, in the Universes Beyond tax. Which, quick side note, the clerk maybe a week or so beforehand that I was talking to mentioned, oh yeah, it's going to be $35 this time, no Universes Beyond tax. Well, lo and behold, I go to prepay and they're like, $40, please. I'm like, bro.
ours is 35.
Okay, there you go. And honestly, I don't mind paying a little bit of a premium because like our LGS has been around for 40 years now. So they're a mainstay of the community here, whether it's comics, action figures, sports cards, of course, Magic cards, and Pokemon. So just helping support them is really important to me. But
for sure,
yeah. All in all, great experience. Worth going. I went 3-1 with a green-white Kithkin. So it was pretty cool. Lost to a fellow that had similar deck, but he ended up with a few of those changelings with trample and was able to just push his damage through. And I didn't snag enough removal or didn't draw enough removal. I had at least 3 or 4 pieces of removal in the deck, but they just didn't show up. So it's all good, Oh, and then the little bit of salt on the wound is there was only one undefeated person, and I was one of like 6 others that went 3-1. But because of the pairings or the way that the rankings worked, I was number 7, and there was only prize support for the top 6. Even though I had the same win-loss ratio as those other folks, I was like, okay, whatever, it happens.
That was rough. I've been in that situation too, where I played an event and I had the same win rate as several different people, but I was just pushed out of my winnings. Just that much.
So, just edged out.
I feel like locally, now I don't know, I'll see what TCGdude says about his, but I think locally, while Avatar was a more hyped set locally because a lot of the people here were like the age that Avatar was their favorite, anime when they were a kid. I really think that after talking to people had more fun with the Lorwyn one than the Avatar one, which was surprising. I was pretty shocked when it was over and I was talking to people about, hey, you have a good time. And I had several people tell me that they had more fun with this one than they did the Avatar one, even though they were more excited for that one. So I'm curious if that's a local thing, because of the age range of our players here is probably fairly young. I would say the average age of the players for our pre-release was 25, 26. So I'm curious if it was a similar situation or not.
I try not to pry with folks too much, but just judging by the buzz in the room, like the literal like noise and fervor of people in the room, it was hype and fun for Avatar as well as it was for Lorwyn. Now, mind you, I did do Friday and Saturday for Avatar, so the Friday buzz was a lot heavier, sold out and all that. But yeah, I think people enjoyed it. There was a lot of memeing and referencing to the show and all that, so there was connection there. Yeah. I would say that Lorwyn Eclipsed, while it did a great job of, returning us to a land that we once knew, I do think that there are actually a few youngsters or newer Magic players that, may have started post-pandemic that were more riding a secondary hype train than a first-hand hype train. They're just catching the vibes of everyone else and having a good time. So I wouldn't say that one was more than the other, I guess, for a short answer. They're both hype and fun.
Well, I can definitely say that of the people who were here, I would say maybe 3 of them were playing Magic when original Lorwyn came out. They're just not old enough to have been playing Magic when first.
It's so funny you say that, dude, because there's this one kid who, looking back on it, I was thinking, man, you know what? He looks like a young Jack Osborne. I'm gonna have to tell him that the next time I see him, with the glasses and long curly hair and stuff. Anyways, well, not that I know the fella like that, but one time during an event, a draft event, we were talking about like schedules for events, Magic events, and he said, well, I'd love to do like a 1 p.m. or whatever, but I'm in school. So he's young, right? He's 17, 18, you know?
Still in high school.
So he probably wasn't even alive, or he was just a wee baby when Lorwyn came out. And so when I overheard him have a conversation with somebody talking, oh yeah, I love Lorwyn, man, I can't believe we're back. I'm like, well, you must have done a lot of homework then, kid. Yeah, no, it's great. I'm not gonna, knock him, but I just found that a little amusing.
I was around, but I wasn't aware of Magic back then. The only card games I knew were Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon.
That Jim Henson music video was pretty epic. Probably pulled in some.
Yeah, it was pretty good too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. That thing has a lot of views. It's probably Magic's the official channel most viewed video yet.
Probably. I mean, I probably contribute to half of that. Every time I watch that video.
All the
watched it 1.5 million times, huh?
Right. It's so good. I loved it. Like it's one like I don't show my wife a lot of Magic things because she's not really interested in Magic all the time. She's only interested if I'm interested in a set. She wants to know if we're gonna spend money on a set or something. I'm like, honey, I'm gonna take over the TV for a minute. You gotta watch this. And she's like, after she's watched it, she's like, what the hell did I watch?
In a good way, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was in a good way. But she's like, it reminded me of Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth. I'm like, yeah, it's Jim Henson.
Yeah.
I've seen, I get ads. I know you don't get ads, Tortoise, but I get ads. And sometimes one of the ads will actually be the Jim Henson ad.
I remember when I used to have ads on YouTube, I'd get excited if like a particular movie ad would come on that I wanted to see, like Jurassic World. That would be the one ad I didn't skip.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
geez.
Like I said, I'm getting that one advertisement for that one movie on YouTube. I need to go. I want to go
Right.
see it, but I probably won't go see it in theaters. I'll probably wait for it to become
But,
by and ranch.
All right,
Anyway.
really quick, I got a question for TCGdude and Rayman. Well, I don't know if Rayman can answer this. What was the deck building experience like in Lorwyn?
Oh, I didn't build one.
Aw.
Uh-huh. He's
Well-
running that.
Yeah, I ran the
Oh,
event,
yeah.
so I didn't play, so I didn't build one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Your deck consisted of Judge. Judge.
Yeah,
That's funny. It was all right. You know, I was sitting across from a fellow that had gone undefeated the previous night, and this guy's a jacked bro, you know what I'm saying? Like sweatpants, and his muscles
Gym
are
bro.
sticking out of his gym bro, sticking out his shirt, and he's just all riding the high from the previous day, and opened his kit, and he was just honestly, he would not shut up. Oh man, look at this. Oh yeah, I'm totally running mono white. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. All right,
Wow.
bro. And during that, he's like, oh yeah, man, it's time to get box number 2 today. You know, just like totally feeling himself. Oh man.
I hope he lost though. With
I
that,
can't tell you how good it felt. He was my first pair up, bro, and I beat him, and it was nice to humble him.
You know, one thing I hate about events is when you get people who are excited to play, and as soon as they lose, they're like the polar opposite of happy. Like, oh, I just suck. I'm like, we try to cheer them up, but you know, there's people out there who just like who can't handle the emotions of losing. And, you know, sport like you try to be the good sport and try to lift them up a little bit. Like, dude, you try to explain to them their mistakes.
Right.
like it's not that bad. Here's how you learn from it, and they're like, but that's not how it happened. I'm like, okay.
hey, I take things as they come and go. Look, I had that one story about my draft. I lost 2, and I went 1 and 2, like 1 win and 2 losses. I just happy that I won that one set.
I remember one time, and this goes in that little net decking conversation we had in the beginning of the show. One time, me and my friend were playing limited. We were drafting or playing sealed, and we helped this new guy build his deck. And this dude had a Primeval Titan. He had a Grave Titan. He had some I don't know if they're exactly landfall. I remember, but he had this deck that was completely amazing. But and like if someone like me or someone else who knew how to play the game would pilot the deck, had a good chance of just demolishing the tournament. But this guy just kept making play mistake and not learning from anything. And I'm like, oh, and he's like one of those guys like, I should quit Magic. I'm like, dude, we're like, no, don't quit Magic. You had good pulls. Just as a learning experience, and you should learn. And we explained to him how he could learn, and we teach him how to play Magic more. You know. So my advice to everybody out there is, if you can, have a positive attitude and go in, be willing to learn.
Yep.
Blue Skies Lulu, what's up? Whoa.
Yo.
I like how Blue Skies logo today is all red.
Blue sky, red sky, blue sky, red sky, red
right.
fish, blue fish.
Red fish, blue fish. But yeah, so anything else you guys want to add on to the conversation about pre-release before we get to the shill section?
I think it went really well. People seem to have a good time, even when their decks weren't running well. They seem to enjoy it, and everybody's very excited for TMNT.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say if you got the opportunity and you've never done an in-person Magic event, it's well worth it. Even if you don't know anybody, you might meet some friends there. You might find other people that connect with the in-universe world or the IP for the UB crossover, and seeing as though it's TMNT, you know, yeah, I'm sure there's somebody that you'll connect with over it. And it's arguably like one of the best casual experiences for playing Magic with folks, because draft can get a little competitive. And then anything like an RCQ or anything at REL, you know, standards is going to be like super sweaty. So you're going to get one of the most, outside of Commander, excuse me, one of the most casual, fun, in-person Magic experiences at pre-release.
Yeah. That's why I'm either going to try to go to the new Strixhaven sets release and go do a pre-release of that. I do pre-release of Turtles. I haven't decided which one yet.
Mugenfool, you triggered it.
Nerd alert!
I'm glad that Strixhaven is after basketball season. So I'm actually really looking forward to that set. I'm looking forward to Turtles, but I'll be working that set. But Strixhaven, that one I'll probably be able to.
Fun fact for Rayman, Strixhaven is a set I came on to Magic the Gathering with, so I haven't been here for that long in Magic series.
Oh,
nice. All right, everybody, let's roll over to the
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we game. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
All right, everybody, welcome to the shill section. The shill section. I'm trying to type in a code and sing. And there you go. There you go. So, hey, everybody, we got to get to the shill section, thrill section. It's been a fun game of talking. Yeah, someone got the Queen of Checkmate rally. I don't know how that works. It's been a long time since I played chess. But anyways, let's get to that shill section, thrill section. We're going to start off with the crazy, the one, the only Mugenfool.
Hey, everybody. I have plans in the future to play Pokemon. Someone shush me?
No, that's really opening a soda.
Okay, I'm not say. Why am I being judged? Okay, yeah. So I'll be playing Pokemon in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The new Z through A.
No, it's going to be a fan game.
Ooh, spicy.
Spicy. With that, we're going to roll over to Lone Wolf.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on, and such an awesome stream. Don't forget to help everybody support their channels and everything here, and let's get everybody's channels growing.
Yeah, sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Whoa. With that, we're going to roll over to TCGdude.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'll go ahead and share this old thing right quick over here just to make life a little easier. And there we go. So, what up, y'all? I'm Alex, the TCG dude, out here keeping magic alive. If you want to discuss any upcoming sets with me or draft or sealed strategies, you can go ahead and hit me up on the various socials, X or Discord at TCGdude. Every once in a while, you'll see me streaming over on the Twitch side at TCGdude907. If socials and all that aren't your thing, you can always just do the old school and email me, contact.tcgdude@gmail.com. And it really helps out if you check for the link in the description of this episode's show notes. There is a TCG Player store link there where I sell Magic singles, and you should be finding some Lorwyn Eclipsed cards up there very soon. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here today and just talk Magic and Lorwyn Eclipsed, bro.
Oh, Lorwyn Eclipsed, such a fun set. Yeah, even the commander decks are pretty good, especially the blight one, the blight deck.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, we're going to roll over and go to the man with the hawk, the mohawk. Rayman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody who tuned in and watched. I am streaming from Mr. B's Game Lounge. We do have a YouTube channel. We just streamed a game on Monday. We're hoping to get a game next week, but with the weather, who knows? In these mountains, who knows what's going to happen. But we will have a game at some point next week. I just don't know what day. Working on getting people who can play and try to get some new people in and see some new decks and just have a good time with it. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Boom, tomorrow. Heavily.
Hey, everybody. Mugenfool, I'm sorry I opened that soda while you was talking. Anyway, this afternoon at 2 o'clock, I will be streaming some Lorwyn Eclipsed standard deck on Arena. And that'll be at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And that's all I got planned for this afternoon. Got to, make a new deck with Lorwyn.
All right, let's go. Super Fast Tortoise here in the house to remind you that today's Wednesday. We're supposed to try to get a commander game going on today. I know Tibalts going to be involved because he specifically said Wednesday he want to play. So 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to play, let me know in Discord. That'd be awesome. If you want to wait till later to find out who's playing, you'll find out in Discord. Hence that link I put in chat, that Discord link. Join the Discord. It's where information gets passed along. You can join the Facebook post. Let me see if that posts up. Facebook doesn't get as much love as Discord because Discord is more efficient. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, with that, my friends, I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank you, Rayman, HILLBILLY, TCGdudes, mugenfool, and Lone Wolf for being here and having a great time chilling out. I want to thank you, my channel subscribers and members, for growing and supporting the channel the way you do. And I want to remind you that you're all loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change you need today. And with that, my friends, we're going to get out of here.
I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show.